until you make amends with the demons you've been through. And I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home. Find your way back home. Welcome ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Motive Racing YouTube channel for the final time this season on a Monday night, this final time this year on a Monday night here for the Clio Cup on Project Cars 2 on the PlayStation platform. As you will recognise here, we are coming out of the Parabolica here at Monza, but not the Monza GP circuit. This is the short circuit, the one which is infamous, or rather quite, well, I mean, you know, quite actually, I suppose well remembered actually here at Motive for being the season finale for many a Clio Cup finale and championship decider over the seasons here. And once again, we have got the Clio Cup concluding at Monza Short, which is absolutely great, as obviously it concluded the season last season. The season before that, we had our return to Project Cars 2. The grand reopening of the Project Cars 2 leagues took place at this circuit a couple of seasons ago, so it's been used as a season opener, it's been used as a season finale. I don't think it's ever been used as just a regular in the middle of the season kind of venue. It's always been either the opener or the finale. Most of the time the finale, but a couple of times as the opener. But nonetheless, it's a showpiece event here at Monza Short, and we are delighted to have, well, we did have 14 in a session a moment ago. We've now got 13 drivers in, so it would appear somebody's dropped out, but hopefully whoever it is gets themselves back in. We are missing a few drivers tonight. Jay couldn't make it for this evening's proceedings, and neither could Connor, so unfortunately those guys aren't with us. But replacing them tonight, we've got Captain Harlock out on the track, and we've also got Zadjok here making his debut at Motive, so looking forward to seeing what Zadjok can do here. Also one to watch is going to be Iceman, who took 2 wins last week on his debut at Motive. What an impressive inception to the leagues he took. He took wins in race 2 and 3 at Watkins Glen Short, and we'll definitely be looking to build on that momentum here tonight. But Captain Harlock's currently setting the pace here in this practice session before we get going for the race itself. The actual grid for the first race will be a reverse grid based on the championship standings, so we'll take whatever the championship standings are and basically just reverse them. Sorry, I do apologise. I've got I'm critically ill with a cold right now. Man flu, I believe it is. Definitely not COVID. I had COVID a few months ago. It's not that, but it's certainly not the most pleasant experience you could ever bestow upon a person. But nonetheless, we're getting through it. We're cracking on. We're trying to ignore it, but. Yeah, currently Captain Harlock 2/10 of a second is his gap at the top of the leaderboard. You've got Namas Nuts, who's just coming out of the parabolic, and now let's see what he can do here. As he's got a bit of slipstream, he's actually giving the slipstream here to one of the other drivers here as they're coming up towards the line. The Mutts Nuts is a man who doesn't like to use the same livery more than once. He likes to collect them as many as he can, but he comes over the line and doesn't improve on his current personal. In fact, no, that's not the it is the Mutts Nuts. Yeah, it is the Mutts Nuts there. Yeah, that is the Mutts Nuts. But he's just going side by side here with somebody else who would appear to be Iceman. Is it Iceman? Oh, okay. Wait, no, hold on. No, it's not. So that white Clio that the Mutts Nuts is going side by side with, we will find out who it is. We will find out who it is. I've dedicated myself to this cause now. I'm not giving up. It was. Is it Aussie? It can't be Aussie, surely not. No, it's not Aussie. No, not Smoke. Big Blue? Must be. No, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. Is it? No, it's Craig. Okay, great, yeah. The Mutts Nuts having a battle here with Craig as they're towing each other down the start-finish straight. We've got just under 2 minutes left to go here in this practice before we get going for the first race of the night. I want to apologise to all the drivers watching this back who were expecting to hear some intelligent, articulate and well-worded and speedy dulcet tones from myself, but unfortunately my quick wit and my ability to be able to articulate things at a high tempo is currently not really here, because I'm just pretty much exhausted for one, but also suffering from chronic man flu, which is really inhibiting my ability to be able to actually keep up with what's going on, or be able to actually talk about it at a pace that's relatively comfortable to watch for viewers. But nonetheless, we can see here we still got Captain Harlock at the top of the leaderboard here in this practice session. I want to quickly go through the championship standings while we're here, guys, because that will give us a bit of a flavour as to how much of a dominant season it has been for this man here, Mike Gaming. So Mike Gaming coming into this final round of the season has taken 700 points from a total of 780 on the table. So it's been one of the most dominant championship campaigns you've ever seen. He's taken wins. He's taken a win at every single round, but obviously 3 races per round, that's not the major achievement. is how consistent he's been. Hardly off of the podium at all over the course of this season. As I say, he's only dropped 75 points out of a total of 780. I mean, that is absolutely insane. What a season he's had. He's far too ahead of John Boy for John Boy to be able to catch him at this point in the season. John Boy's not here tonight. I'm not quite sure what's happened with him. Hopefully we'll be seeing John Boy back out on the track at some point. But looks like he's not here tonight for whatever reason. But Captain Harlow comes over the line and does a 54.7. Sorry. Mike Gaming is coming out of the parabolic, and let's see if he's able to get a little bit closer to Captain Harlow here as he's weaving around. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's definitely not. Iceman is coming down towards the parabolic. Let's see what he can do. Obviously made his debut last week at Watkins Glen Short. Sorry. So here he comes, Iceman onto the power now, and let's see as he comes up towards the line with his car. Oh no, he's bailed out. Okay, that's that. Well, that is that for the practice then. So it's going to be Captain Harlock, obviously taking the fastest lap time there, but obviously it's not a qualifying session, so it says on there qualifying, please ignore that. That's absolute rubbish. That is a practice, and it'll be a reverse grid based on the championship standards. But Captain Harlock, Mike Gaming, Craig and the Mustnuts are your top 4 there for this practice session. Here we are then, everybody. We're just getting going here for the formation lap here to precede the first race of the night here at Monza Shore for the final round of the Clio Cup here, round 6 of 6 obviously for the season, but this one race 16 of 18 for the entire season, as the drivers are now just making their way around this short circuit here at Monza. So the grid order for this first race will be a reverse grid based on the championship standings. So essentially we just flip them on their heads, and the faster guys will be starting at the back. So the guys who have been up there all all season will be starting at the back, and those who have not had the greatest of seasons will have a chance maybe to finally get their opportunity to take a win. And so the Mustnuts, Captain Harlock, we're looking to try and take this opportunity with both hands as we're coming out of the parabolic now. Looks like the Mustnuts has gone, so we're underway here as we now come over the line. It's a long run down to turn 1, so let's see if anybody's got a run and has a chance of making a move into turn 1. Doesn't look like anybody's too close on the car in front of them at this point. Oh, I tell you what, Mike Gaming's got a heck of a run, Archie. He definitely was Johnny on the spot there, looking down the inside into turn 1. He's made that move there as Mike, so he's up into 12th place there. Good move from Mike Gaming. Rest of them as you were, as Captain Harlock's looking to try and put the pressure here on the Mutts Nuts for P1, as we see somebody very wide there in the background. That looks like that was Big Blue there, who got a little bit wide coming out of Ascari, but Mutts Nuts here leading ahead of Captain Harlock as they come down to Parabolica. We have got side by side there in the background, as Archie here is looking, I think, on the back of, in fact, he's being passed there by Part Pooper, so Part Pooper is going to go down the middle here. Can he make the move on My Gaming as well? Doesn't look like he's able to. My Gaming is holding it around the outside there for the Parabolica. He holds on to 11th place, but Part Pooper there getting a move done on Archie up into 12th place. Mutts Nuts leading ahead of Captain Harlock. Iceman looking to the inside here on Captain Harlock as they go side by side through turn 1, as Captain Harlock there just trying to keep it around the outside, and does so very nicely there. Keeps on to P2 for the time being. You got Emma ahead of Smoky Devil, followed by Craig there in 6th place. You've got Charlie Goff, who's got Nick currently hassling in for 7th place. Big Blue has just dropped off of the lead pack a little bit there, running in 9th place. Iceman's now made the move on Captain Harlock, but they're side by side coming down towards the Parabolica, who's going to come out on top in this one. Looks as though Iceman's got the inside line and has that one done there into the Parabolica. As Caravan's just heading out there, but Iceman there looks like he's managed to get the move done up into P2, so it's a very nice move there from Iceman. As looking further down the order, Aussie Albie's got ahead of Big Blue up into 9th place. Emma's still running in 4th. He's managed to gap Smoky Devil a little bit. Captain Harlock's coming back at Iceman here down towards turn 1. Is he going to be able to send one? No. Iceman holding it on the inside for the time being, had the preferred line coming through turn 1 and holds on to 2nd place still in this little battle going on right now. As you've got Nick Livider in the background there, it's got Craig and Charlie hassling him for 6th place. You've got Mike there just ahead of Aussie, followed by Part Pooper and Archie, who's trying to defend from Big Blue. Big Blue's lost out to all of these guys though. Big Blue's had a torrid start to this lap. It's dropped from 10th down to 13th place here. So it's not been the lap at all there for Big Blue, but Iceman's looking at the inside of the Mutts Nuts coming in towards Parabolica. Can he get this move done? Iceman going for the lead here. Obviously took the win last week. Oh, he's getting 2 races, but he's gone wide going through Parabolica there, and he loses out. He might be losing out to Emafford there as well. Emafford's going to be side by side as they bang doors massively there, coming out onto the start finish straight, and Emafford there can't get the move done on Iceman. Iceman's going to have better straight line speed now, has the momentum going down the start finish straight, and should be able to hold on coming into turn 1. The Mutts Nuts has got Captain Harlock still on the back of him there for the lead, but it's as you were between Iceman and Emafford. Oh, it's Charlie. Oh no, big pile up into turn 1. Oh, and somebody else has gone straight on. Oh my god, it's carnage here at turn 1. Mike Gaming went straight into the wall. Nick Livider and Mike Gaming getting caught out massively there, but that was unfortunately just a domino effect there really, and wow, incredible stuff there, as Mike Gaming and Nick Livider down to 13th and 14th places in this race. Oh, that's so unfortunate there. So yeah, it just looked like it was a chain reaction there. They all seemed to hesitate going into turn 1. In the meantime, you've got Captain Harlock, who's dropped down to 4th place now. So Captain Harlock has lost out to Emafford. He's trying to come back at Emafford coming down the start finish straight here. In the background, you've got Smokey watching this unfold, but Captain Harlock looks like he's got the run here on Emafford coming down towards turn 1. Emafford backs out of that one, and that's job done there for Captain Harlock. Charlie Goff though into the pits here at the end of lap 5, so he's making a pit stop obviously for damage. With no mandatory pit stops here in the Clio Cup, it means that that's going to cost him a lot of time in this race. But currently the Mutts Nuts is still out in front, leading the race by just under half a second here ahead of Iceman. You've got Captain Harlock and now Alpha within 2 seconds. Smoky Devil's right there as well. This 5-car battle for the lead has managed to put out a long way here to Archie running in 6th. And Archie is in a battle actually with Part Pooper and Aussie Albie for 3rd place in the championship. So that battle at the moment is looks like it's going to go down to this the final race probably tonight. But he's currently got the upper hand over both of those two and will be able to cement his position in 3rd in the point standings. You've got Zajoch there just running ahead of Part Pooper is there, pretty much bumper to bumper coming out onto the start finish straight here. You've got Part Pooper now putting out the slipstream, looking to the inside here. Zajoch racing as a reserve tonight. Can he hold on? Part Pooper's going to try and send one up the inside here into turn 1, and he's going to get that done there as Part Pooper. Routine stuff there for him up into 9th place. Nothing that Zajoch can do there to try and come back at him. So they come down the start finish straight once again here. Archie trying to get a run here on Ozzy. He's looking to the inside. Is he going to send one on the brakes? It'll be a brave move from there from Archie. Ozzy goes late on the brakes and goes deep into the corner, but he will have the he will just about stay ahead for the S's. Ozzy there keeping on to P7 just about. Iceman's still leading, but he's got Captain Harlock, he's got the Mustangs and Captain Harlock both within 0.3 of a second of him right now as they're coming through the parabolic here for the 11th time in this race. Captain Harlock goes a bit wide there, that would have lost him a little bit of momentum as they come out onto the start finish straight, but the Mustangs here in the slipstream here on Iceman. As we see the Mustangs here pulling out of the slipstream, looking to the outside here on Iceman. Can he get it all the way around him? Captain Harlock looking all over the back of him in the background there. But Iceman's going to try and go all the way around the outside here of the Mustangs. Can he make it stick? That'd be a great move if he can do that. Sorry, can he do it? No. No. Tucks in. Has to go again there. Captain Harlock's going to have a heck of a run here on Iceman and might be able to breeze past him coming up towards the parabolic here. In the background, you've still got that 3-car train there. Ozzy, Albie, Big Blue and Archie going at it for 6th in this race. But you can see there Captain Harlock just squeezing back ahead of Iceman there, coming out of the parabolica. And the Mustangs back into the lead once again here. The Mustangs has gone wide. He might have damage there. I'll tell you what, he went very wide there coming out of Ascari. That could be big damage potentially. Hopefully not. But that could have really compromised him a little bit as Iceman all over the grass there as he tries to avoid the Mustangs, and Captain Harlock leads the race coming into through the parabolic, and they come. Iceman's dropped off on him a little bit there. You can see Smokey now and M. Afford will be fancying a bit of a run here at Iceman, but the Mustangs here could have a bit of damage on the left front of that car after going clouting into the wall coming out of Ascari. Captain the Mustangs, there's Iceman ahead of Smokey. There's M. Afford there running in P5. Ozzy's got Big Blue on the back of him as he's now looking to the inside. Big Blue trying to send one but can't do it just at the moment. Archie's still waiting in the wings there in 8th place. But the important thing for Archie is he's outscoring both of his... Well, no, he's not actually. No, sorry. Ozzy Albie's in the battle for 3rd in the championship. So Ozzy Albie is ahead of Archie at this point. So that could be crucial for Ozzy Albie if he wants to grab another bronze medal here in the Clio Cup. He obviously got bronze a couple of seasons ago for the return season of the Clios. I want just to apologise to anybody who's tuned in expecting some electric articulation from myself tonight. Unfortunately, I've got chronic man flu, which means that I basically can't talk as easily, can't talk as quickly, and can't really think as quickly either, to be honest with you. We can see here Ozzy Albie staying ahead of Big Blue there in that battle for P6. Archie's still on the back of these guys at the moment. In the foreground you've got Captain Harlock leading ahead of the Mustangs, but unfortunately if you click on the drivers as they're coming into the braking zone, the cameraman is incapable of picking them up until after they come out of the corner. I don't know what it is, but there's a bit of a weird glitch on Monza short. There's a bit of a delayed reaction from the cameraman when you click on a driver coming through Parabolica, but nonetheless you've got Big Blue's made the move here on Ozzy Albie, and Archie's looking up the inside of Ozzy Albie as well, so Ozzy Albie's had a bit of a poor Parabolica there. Archie's up into 7th place, but Ozzy Albie will get a better run down the start finish straight with the slipstream there off of Big Blue, so Ozzy will pick up that too and should be able to just edge ahead of Archie coming down towards turn 1. Is Archie going to steal someone on the legs? Oh, Mike tries to summon up the inside there, gives Archie a bit of a tap in the rear. Mike Gaming there went a little bit a little bit aggressive there, but Archie survived. But I think that might have just unstabled Archie and potentially caused him to just back out as he was looking up the inside of Aussie. But I think seeing Mike steaming up his rear maybe forced him to just get out of it a bit, not knowing how the car would react side by side with Aussie in that situation. Thought I'd better back out and take myself out of that situation there. As Captain Harlow's got just over a second of a gap here at the moment over Mutt's Nuts. You can see there Iceman still going in third place at the moment. He's 2 seconds off the lead, so Captain Harlow has got the pace over these guys at this point. There's Smokey running in fourth place ahead of Air Mafford. Big Blue there's running in P6. He's got just under a second here to Aussie Albie, who's side by side with Archie into turn one. Archie's going to try and send one up the inside. Can he do it? Still going side by side here through turn two. Archie there managing to get ahead, but can he keep it there as Aussie's trying to come back at him there. Aussie a bit wide coming out of Ascari. Does he keep the momentum there? That's the question. Mike Gaming is now right on these guys as well. Mike's going to try and get a run on both of them. He's got a run on Aussie. He's now got a run on Archie as well. Aussie there's going to have to watch as these two go side by side down towards the Parabolica. I think Mike is going to have this done here into the Parabolica. Here they come. Mike Gaming up the inside, up into 7th place. Beautifully done there from Mike Gaming. As Archie now tucks into the slipstream. Aussie Albie there losing a couple of places now. That's Nick there on the back of them there. Yeah, Mike's still got. I'll tell you what, Archie's not done here. Archie's now looking back to the inside of Mike, going down towards turn one. Is he going to send one here? Archie's going to look, but Mike keeps it around the outside there. Very nice driving there from Mike Gaming. Manages to fend off any potential counters there from Archie. As Captain Harlow there's just over a second ahead of the Mutt's Nuts right now, as the Mutt's Nuts has got Iceman really close on the back of him. There's Smokey, who's running in fourth. Emmaford there in the background in P5. You've got Big Blue there. I'll tell you what, we can give us more of these camera angles here, Slightly Mad Studios. This is what we want. It was a fleeting moment there. We had an absolute peach of a camera angle. I wish that the game would do that on purpose instead of by accident. It's actually a glitch when it does that. I don't know why they can't show us that more often. A helicopter cam would certainly not go amiss on this Project Cars 2 game, but it's a bit late for that, seeing as they stopped developing it about 4 years ago. But it's still Big Blue running in 6th place ahead of Mike Gaming, followed by Archie and Aussie side by side coming through turn one as Aussie squeezes up the inside there. Archie going very, very wide indeed. Might be overtaken here by the lapped car of Nick the Villa. Oh dear. But we can see these guys currently batting out over 6th place. They're coming down the back straight once again down to Parabolica. You got Big Blue ahead of Mike, followed by Archie, followed by Aussie, with Nick the Villa in tow. It's a 5-car train, but obviously only 4 of them battling for 6th place, because Nick the Villa, as I said before, running in 14th place. He's 2 laps down on these guys. But here comes Big Blue and Mike over the line here to start their 20th laps of the race. As Mike's now looking to the outside, can he get it all the way around Big Blue? Big Blue pushed him to the edge of the track there. Borderline aggressive there from Big Blue, and now Mike's going to watch out, because now Archie's to come to the inside of Big Blue as well. I tell you what, Big Blue is going to have to really keep his wits about him here. Archie up into P6 and Mike there squeezing back through ahead of him, so Big Blue there not having the sequence of corners he would have wanted. He's lost out to all 3 of them now. He's down to P9. Archie's got Mike looking to his inside, coming down towards the Parabolica there, side by side. Aussie's waiting in the wings. Can he send one up the inside of Archie here? Oh, Aussie's going to go for it there. Wow, Aussie Albie side by side now with Archie, but Mike Gaming there gets himself up into P6. Aussie just tagging the grass a little bit there as he clipped the inside of the Parabolica. As we're back out onto the start-finish straight once again here. Big Blue there is down the middle. There's Archie on the outside. You've got Mike Gaming there on the inside ahead of Aussie, followed by Nick the Villa, and here they come into turn one again. Big Blue keeping on to that one. Mike Gaming is trying to hold on here from Archie. Archie's now got the outside on Mike Gaming. I tell you what, neither of them's giving up here, are they? As you can see, Archie there trying to keep it around the outside. Mike's got that one covered at the moment, but Archie should have, I think, better straight line speed. Well, they're saying that Big Blue's giving the slipstream to Mike. He's not really sure. Big Blue's a bit a bit indecisive here, but in the meantime, Aussie Albie could be about to mug both of them here on the inside. Aussie Albie looking up the inside. I tell you what, he can't make the move on Mike. Can he make the move on Archie though? No, Archie keeps it around the outside of Aussie there. Who's going to get the slipstream off of the cars in front? They're battling over it. I think Archie's going to get it. No, in fact, they're going to the inside there, so actually Aussie Albie's going to get it. Now they're drifting back towards the outside of the track again. Archie will pick up that toe. Aussie and Archie side by side. You've got Nick still trying to get involved as Aussie. Oh no, and Nick the Miller plows into the back of Archie. Oh no. Nick will be apologising profusely there in the game chat. I know that for sure. But Archie's going to be seeing, he's going to be seeing the absolute worst case scenario there. I know that wasn't Nick Leviner's intention in any way at all. But obviously that's going to be really a thorn in the side there for Archie. In the meantime, Captain Harlock has just been innocuous in this race. He's gone about his business, done his thing, and he takes the checker flag here for race 1 of the night. It's P1 for Captain Harlock here in the Clio Cup at Monza. Short Iceman takes second place ahead of Smokey, who finishes the race on the podium there in third place. The Mutsnuts drop back at the end there, down to P4. Don't know what happened to him in the later part of that race. Emmafford takes P5. The Big Blue there holds on for P6 ahead of Mike, who takes P7 ahead of Aussie in 8th. Archie's going to come over to take 9th place after being taken out by the back marker, Nick Lavilla there. Craig there over in 10th place ahead of Park Hooper, who will come over to finish in 11th here, with Zajo, who's going to come out of the Parabolica now, and it's going to be 12th place here for Zajo as he's coming up towards the line. He's just ahead of Charlie there, you see on the back of him. But Zajo here over the line. Nick's already finished the race a lap down, so he's already finished. So Charlie will be the last driver to finish, and that is that for race 1 there. So your race winner, Captain Harlock there, by just under 2 seconds ahead of Iceman. Smokey not too far away. The Mutsnuts drop backwards at the end there, down to P4. Emma for P5 ahead of Mike, P6, followed by Big Blue in 7th. Aussie finishes 8th ahead of Archie in 9th. Craig completing the top 10. Then you've got Park Hooper in 11th, Zajo 12th, Charlie in 13th, and Nick Lavilla P14. But guys, we'll be back very shortly for the second race of the night. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the second race of the night here, the second qualifying session of the evening at Motive for the Clio Cup. And what a race we had in the first race. We saw Captain Harlock taking quite a comfortable win in the end, but the battle in the mid-pack was absolutely phenomenal. And obviously the battle for third in the championship now as is starting to come back Aussie Albie's way. I think that Archie's still third in the standings, but it's a lot closer now than what it was before this. Obviously Archie did have a reasonable lead, but obviously came ninth in that first race. Aussie Albie managed P6, so Aussie Albie looking to try and have a third place finish in the Clio Cup. Obviously he was second a couple of seasons ago, and they didn't really have the season last season, but this season he's been much better, it must be said. Last season was a torrid season for Aussie Albie. This one has been vastly improved from our Australian driving out of the UK, but originally from Australia. And yeah, be good to see that one go down to the wire. But Archie's had an absolute cracker of a season, it must be said, for his return to Project Cars 2. Obviously has raced with us on ACC Motive. He's a very quick guy on ACC as well. He came second in the PlayStation 4 GT3 League on a Wednesday night a few seasons back, so Archie knows what it takes to be consistent and get a strong championship position. And when you also consider the fact that that second place finish was to Jazzman as well, who's I know watches the streams every now and then, so Jazzman, I don't think you watch him, but if you are, I'm sorry for talking about you. But no, in all seriousness, Archie, very consistent points finisher, always up there on the fringes of the podium, and currently third in the championship standings as it stands. So what a season he's had on his return to Project Cars 2 after a few seasons racing on ACC. But it's currently Captain Harlock setting the pace here in this qualifying session. He's got just under a tenth of a second right now over Nick Lavilla. You can see Mike Gaming there is just under 2/10 off for the pole time there in third place, as he's just coming up towards the line. Can he improve on that? Not for now, he can't anyway. This man still sat in fourth. You got Smoky Devil just coming around the final corner of the Parabolica as he goes very wide there. He won't be on an improved lap time doing that. Craig on the back of what is that? It looks like it's Iceman's livery, but it's not Iceman. Big Blue, of course it is Big Blue. How did I forget? Big Blue. Just looks like he's towing no. In the background there, the Mustangs looks like he's on the back of Nick the Villa. As these two also working together. Nick the Villa's currently second fastest in this qualifying session. Oh, as the Mustangs goes a little bit wide there. Nick the Villa's down on his personal best. What about the Mustangs? Can he improve on P5 currently in this session? Let's see as he comes up towards the line. What is it going to be here for the Mustangs? He does improve very marginally there, but not enough to get himself really up the order. Goes up into P4 ahead of Iceman. As we see Smoky Devil into the pits here. But obviously this is a qualifying session here. This is not a practice like the first and the third races of the night, which are reverse grids. This second session is simply a qualifying followed by a race. So this sets the grid, and then we go racing straight from here. Standing start, no formation laps, no messing around, just straight into the action. I just apologise to anybody who's tuning in tonight expecting to hear some upbeat, rapid type of style commentary tonight. Unfortunately, I've got a absolutely crippling man flu at the moment, so I'm not really able to speak at the same tempo and volume and enthusiasm as usual. So I'm just kind of like trying my best, but yeah, it's a bit of a struggle at the moment. I'm just like just trying to speak without choking or coughing or anything. I don't want to trigger my cough or anything because it just makes it even worse. So I'm just trying to speak as softly and as economically and as gently as I can. As we've got Smokey currently sat in the garage right now. Captain Harlock is currently at the top of the leaderboard here by just under 10th of a second over Nick Lavilla. We can see a lot of these guys in a train here as Nick Lavilla's now he's got the Mutts Nuts on the back of him here. The Mutts Nuts, can he improve on his personal best? He does improve, but not by enough to move himself up the order as he lets off there. Nick Lavilla lets off right in front of another car, which was, to be fair, I don't know who it was. Oh, it's Part Pooper. No, it wasn't. It's somebody with Part Pooper's livery, but it's not Part Pooper. Oh, I don't know. I thought I knew all these liveries, but apparently not. Has somebody changed livery? Or am I just... No. Captain Harlock nonetheless has got a heck of a run here coming down the start finish straight. Can he improve his lap time a little bit and extend his margin at the top of the leaderboard? He does. Look at that. Captain Harlock 54.5. He goes nearly 3/10 clear around the track, which does not really have a whole load of room for improvement. So that is astonishingly quick there. Nick Lavilla crawls over the line there to finish that lap. Mike Gaming's 15 seconds down on his personal best, so I don't think we're going to be seeing Mike improve on this lap. Iceman's 600ths down, but he went a bit wide. Sorry, that wasn't him. Yeah, it was him. That was Iceman going wide there at Ascari. Mutts Nuts is coming through the Parabolica here. As we can see, he's now ahead of this other car, which is M. Afford. So the Mutts Nuts and M. Afford coming up towards the line. Can the Mutts Nuts improve? No, he can't. Can M. Afford improve? No. They just came over the line in time to start another lap each here, so they will get another attempt in. Oh, I definitely need some horse supers. Oh, God. Got Big Blue here currently just ahead of Craig. No, Mike, sorry. Can Mike improve? He does improve, but not by enough to move himself up the order there. Stays in P3, still 300, so just a Nick Lavilla. That's that then for the qualifying session by the looks of it. So it is going to be Captain Harlock who takes pole for the second race of the night and looking to try and make it another win here for his fantastic reserve appearance tonight in the final race of this season. Captain Harlock P1 ahead of Nick Lavilla in second place, followed by Mike Gaming who takes the third place in qualifying. Iceman lining up on row 2 alongside him in 4th place. Here we are then, guys, we're about to go racing here at Monza Short for the second race of the night. Lights coming on now. And it is lights out and away we go, and it's a poor start from Captain Harlock, but Mike Gaming right behind him had nowhere to go and had to actually get out of it a little bit there. As the Mutt Nuts has now got a run on Mike as we come into turn one for the first time. Captain Harlock leads us through as Mike goes a little bit wide. Nick the Villa's looking up the inside there and is back up into second place. Looking further down the order, looks like quite a clean start here from all of the drivers as we file through the S's and through out of the Ascari out onto the back straight for the first time. And Captain Harlock has got a sizable lead here over Nick the Villa, who's got Mike Gaming looking to his inside. Mike Gaming has got a bit of a run here on Nick and should be able to get past him. Coming down towards the Parabolica, you've got Iceman there ahead of the Mutt Nuts, followed by Smoky Devil, ahead of Craig, then the Charlie in 8th, ahead of Big Blue, followed by M. Afford. We've got Part Pooper in 11th, ahead of Zajo, who's looking on the back, who's got Archie looking on the back of him. Aussie Albie there running in 14th place in this race at the moment, but Captain Harlock leads as we're coming down the start finish straight. In the background you can see Iceman trying to put out the slipstream here, trying to get a run here on Nick the Villa. Nick the Villa's got a run though on Mike Gaming as well. Now we can see there that Iceman looking to the inside here has nowhere to go in the background. You've got Smokey closing in, the Mutt Nuts, closing in a little bit there onto the brakes. Smokey's now right on him as well as they now come through the S's here and out onto the back straight again. Oh, Captain Harlock gets it all wrong, horribly wrong there from Captain Harlock. Mike Gaming now moves straight up into the lead of the race, so Mike Gaming did not need a second invitation there. Captain Harlock loses out on that one as Nick the Villa there is looking up the inside of Captain Harlock, but he's too far back coming into the Parabolica there. As we now come out of the Parabolica here, you can see that Iceman has managed to make the move there on Nick the Villa up into third place. Captain Harlock though has got a run here on Mike Gaming. I tell you what, he's going to look around the outside. Oh, it's Iceman looking up the inside of Mike here. Can he make that stick? That'd be an opportunistic move there from Iceman if he can pull it off. Mike Gaming's trying to keep himself around the outside and holds on to second place there. Nick the Villa's watching and waiting and hoping to pounce here on Iceman as that's the Mutt Nuts there very wide coming out onto the back straight once again. Captain Harlock's got a 3/10, they'll be a second gap here over Mike Gaming. Iceman's right there. Mutt Nuts has got is he trying to defend here from Craig coming into Parabolica? No, he's trying to attack on Nick the Villa, but Nick the Villa keeping ahead of him just there. Craig right behind, he's ahead of Smokey, followed by Charlie and Big Blue. But Captain Harlock currently your race leader, but tell you what, you got a lot of guys attacking here. You got Iceman looking up the inside, Mike trying to go around the outside of Iceman, nothing doing at the moment though. So we've got side by side here between Smokey and Charlie. Charlie is looking to try and go around the long way here, but has to tuck in and go again. As Captain and Iceman now once again just weaving around a little bit, coming into the Parabolica. I'm sick of this camera angle coming through Parabolica. If you change cameras, go for Parabolica, the cameraman has a bloody fit. As we run on board with it, oh, Mike Gaming's just threading the needle there down the middle as Nick the Villa backs out of it, but Mike Gaming up into the lead here into turn one. Great stuff there from Mike Gaming as Captain Harlock and Iceman side by side. Captain looking to the inside. Oh, as Nick the Villa tags Captain in the back, sorry, Iceman in the back there. Nick the Villa there with damage on the front of the car. That's not gone well for Nick the Villa at all, as Smokey's lost out to Big Blue. Big Blue's up into P5 around the outside of Ascari there. You got Charlie who's ahead of Craig, followed by Part Pooper. There's Zajo there who's got M. Afford on the back of him for 10th and 11th places. Those two have a bit of a battle. Then you got Archie and Aussie way behind. The guys battling for third in the championship are nowhere. So Part Pooper needs to make the most of this now and try and gain a couple more places here and try and gain points on those rivals for third in the championship, because they are absolutely nowhere to be seen right now. Could this potentially bring Big Blue into play for a third place in this championship? What a story that would be for Big Blue. But still a long way to go. But Mike Gaming and Captain Harlock 3/10 apart. Captain has got a penalty, so that will obviously be added to his race time by the time we get to the end of this race. But Mike, I think, has got to slow down there because he's let both Captain and Iceman past. Is he still going to get pinged for it though? That's the question. Because quite often on this Project Cars 2 game, what happens is the game gives you a warning, and or even if you do slow down and heed that warning, for some reason it still gives you a penalty, which is a bit weird, but it does it for some reason. But it looks like Mike Gaming heeding that warning has paid off for him. He looks to have gone away with it. As we've got Craig is trying to defend, but Charlie's up the inside there, up into P7. So that's a good move there from Charlie Goff. Iceman and Captain side by side, they're coming out towards the Parabolica. Iceman's got that one done around the outside there. Breezes past him, so Iceman's made the move on Captain and Mike Gaming, and now is now running in the lead of the race. But early stages here in the second race of the night, still a long way to go. 7 laps into a 22 lap race. This Captain's got a bit of a run here on Iceman around the outside, coming over the line to start lap 8. There's Iceman late on the brakes. Does he go deep? I think he does go deep. Oh, Captain's looking back up the inside. Iceman keeping onto it. Beautifully done. Good move there from Iceman. Charlie still just ahead of Craig at the moment. There's Sajo, who's running ahead of M. Afford. Lots of cars in a short space here, battling over 6th place. As you can see, that is Sajo almost pushing Craig along down towards the Parabolica they go. On board with Charlie. There's Big Blue right behind these as well. As Charlie is looking to the inside here on Sajo as they're coming down towards turn 1 once again. In the background you've got Craig, Big Blue and M. Afford all side by side as Big Blue covering the inside, trying to keep ahead of M. Afford, but M. Afford breezes around the outside. Craig moves up into 8th. Charlie's still on the back of Sajo here. M. Afford and Big Blue side by side, still coming out of Ascari, but M. Afford manages to get that one done up into 9th. Battle at the front still rages on between Iceman, Captain and Mike Gaming. As you said before, Captain has the penalty, so that will obviously be added to his race time, so he's got a bit more pressure on him. He hasn't just got to finish ahead of these guys, he's also got to pull out a gap of at least a second. That's if he got away lightly. But these three continue to battle it out. Sajo, M. Afford, Craig and Charlie still running in close proximity there as they come down towards turn 1. M. Afford's got the inside, he goes deep, but Sajo couldn't get the cut back there, didn't see it coming. Charlie's now looking to try and get these guys here. Charlie Goff manages to pick off Sajo and Craig there. Great move from Charlie, opportunistic move there. Charlie Goff up into P7. M. Afford there still in P6 though. But that did not go to plan at all there for Sajo. As now Charlie and Craig side by side into the Parabolica. Craig looking at the inside, Charlie a bit wide. And we're side by side coming out onto the start finish straight here. Big Blue trying to get a run here as well. Sajo around the outside. Sajo loses out there, but Charlie staying ahead of Craig for the time being. Oh dear. Iceman's dropped off a little bit off of Captain and Mike. I don't know what's happened to Iceman here, but he's now 2 seconds adrift over the 2 leaders, so I wonder if something happened to him. But it looks like it's between Captain Harlock and Mike on the track at least for this battle for the race win. As there you've got Charlie, Zadjo, Craig and Big Blue all packed into a very short space here. Craig looking around the outside of Charlie coming into turn 1. Charlie trying to thread the needle on the inside there. Zadjo having to back out of it, but Craig there doing a good job of keeping it around the outside there of Charlie. Charlie might have a run coming through the Ascari note. Craig there, job done up into 7th. These guys are dropping off at the back of M. Afford, who's started to ditch these guys a little bit here. M. Afford's now trying to get a bit of pace and trying to run away whilst he can and keep out of that slipstream. What's going on there? Oh, Charlie Goff completely bins it into turn 1, and Aussie also I think got caught up in that one. Park Pooper as well, to be fair. I think they were kind of like collateral damage there, but Charlie Goff there completely missed his braking point, lost it onto the grass. I don't know if he got tagged in the back there. I just saw his car getting sideways in the background. I don't know what the catalyst for that was. Archie nonetheless has now made the move on Big Blue up at the inside into 7th place. Big Blue losing out there to Craig as well. So Big Blue down to P9 as they coming through the Parabolica once again. It's Big Blue and Zadjo here side by side. Zadjo's got the move done there up into 9th place though. Mike's got almost a second of a gap here over Captain Harlock. Iceman's keeping a gap at about 2 seconds to these two, but he's not closing that gap. So it looks like he's, for the time being at least, out of this battle for the win. Alfred's actually lost a bit of time here to these guys behind him. Archie and Craig have now started to get into a bit of a rhythm here. Now they're in clean air, now they're separated from Zadjo, Big Blue and all those guys behind, Charlie as well. They seem to have just clicked into gear here. Archie and Craig chasing down a man in P6 who had broken a bit of a gap out to the rest of them a few laps ago. Archie is now looking around the outside of M. Afford, coming down towards the Parabolica here, side by side into the corner. M. Afford will have the inside line and will make it difficult for Archie. Archie going for the cut back here, but hasn't got enough of a run, has to tuck back in for a slipstream. As they've just gapped Craig a little bit on that lap, so I don't know if Craig made a mistake coming out of Ascari maybe. But he's now a second and a half adrift of these two. We have lost the driver from this race in the meantime. Not sure who at the moment. But in the battle for third in the championship it's currently Archie who's in the box seat. It's just occurred to me actually, with John Boy not being here tonight, it could actually be second in the championship, you know. So two of Archie, Aussie and Park Pooper will be finishing on the podium in this season's championship, I believe, as long as they score good points. I mean, Archie could nab John Boy to second in the championship here. I don't know exactly what the situation is. In the meantime, he's now making a move on Emmaford as they're coming down the start-finish straight. So Archie there moves through up into P6. There's Captain Harlock still on the back of Mike Gaming here, as these two still battling over the lead of the race. Oh, Captain Harlow goes deep coming into turn one. Really overshoots his braking marker, just about avoided the wall. I tell you what, that was close there. High mouth time there for Captain Harlow. Almost went into the barriers. Keeps the damage off. He knows he needs to move on Mike soon and actually pull out a gap to him, because he's got that time penalty, which would obviously affect his race finishing time and therefore position if he's not far enough ahead of Mike, or even ahead of him at all as it stands. So Captain Harlock's penalty is only 1 second, so it's not the end of the world, but he needs to get his skates on here. Mike's just gapped Captain Harlock a little bit, coming to that first part of the lap there. You can see it's nearly 2 seconds now separating these two, so Mike Gaming, I think barring any major catastrophes in the final couple of laps of this race, should have this one done. Nick Lavilla and Smokey still battling over 4th and 5th places. There's the battle for P6, which is still raging on between Archie, Emmaford and Craig. Zajo's not too far off of them as well, they're in 9th, but unless these guys battle, I think he might struggle to get into that slipstream. Paul Boober there running in P10 has got a couple of seconds back towards here. Big Blue, it was Charlie who pulled out of the race, so he was the one who left halfway through. As Aussie has now made the move there on Big Blue out of the Parabolica up into 11th place. Gap at the front going up between Mike and Captain. Mike Gaming, he's already won the championship as of last week at Watkins Glen Shore. He's looking to try and bring it home for another victory here in this season. So right on board with Smoky Devil, he's got a bit of a run here on Nick Lavilla. You can see there he's getting that closing speed, he's closing, pulls out now to the outside. Nick Lavilla's going to defend that inside line. Can Smokey go all the way on the outside here? Was Nick Lavilla going to be able to cover him off? Onto the brakes they come. Nick Lavilla slightly later on the brakes. Smokey goes wide, going for the cutback. Nick Lavilla closes the door, parks his car in the right place. Peach of a defence there from Nick Lavilla, and Smokey has to think again. Oh, Nick though onto the grass a bit, coming into Ascari. That might give Smokey a bit of a run coming down the back straight. It's not got a massive run, but he might just have the speed here. Nick Lavilla is now defending the inside line, trying to break the toe. Smokey weaving all over the place, trying to keep with it. As here we go now, Smokey looking to the inside into the Parabolica, side by side. He's got a little bit of that car alongside. He's now ahead of Smoky Devil, and Smoky Devil goes up the inside there, up into the Parabolica, and moves ahead of Nick Lavilla up into 4th place. Beautiful move there from him, set that up really nicely. Smoky Devil is finally in P4. Can Nick come back at him on the final lap of the race? We're just starting the final lap here. Mike Gaming is coming through the final half of the lap already. Captain Harlock 3 seconds behind him. You've got Iceman there running in third place. Smokey and Nick still battling out over 4th and 5th places. You've got Archie there, who's running just ahead of Craig. He's pulled out a bit of a gap here as Archie to Craig. Emma there still in the back of Craig in 8th place. You've got Zadjo about a second behind these guys in 9th. Park Pooper still going a few seconds further back in P10. Aussie and Big Blue battling it out over 11th and 12th places right now as they start their final lap. But Mike Gaming is coming out of the Parabolica here for the second race of the night, and it's going to be another win here for Mike Gaming in what has been a truly tremendous season here in the Clio Cup for him. He comes up towards the line and he's going to take the checkered flag. What a season, what a job. A flash the lights there from Mike Gaming, and with one race left to go here in this season, can he get another win tonight? I'm Monza short. Nonetheless, Mike Gaming your winner. Captain Harlock takes second place ahead of Iceman, who completes the podium there in third place. Smokey Devil is going to come around to take 4th place there in the end ahead of Nick Levin, who takes 5th. Archie is going to come over to take P6 as he managed to pull out a bit of a gap here to Craig in the last few laps. So Archie takes 6th place in the end ahead of Craig in 7th. Emmaford takes 8th place ahead of Zadjo in 9th. With in fact, Emmaford loses out on 8th on the penalties there. So Zadjo gets the 8th place on time penalties. Emmaford 9th, Park Pooper 10th, Aussie 11th, and 12th place in this race is Big Blue. Yeah. So that is that then, ladies and gentlemen, for the second race. Stay tuned. We're back very shortly for the final race of the evening. It'll be a reverse grid based on the championship standings from not the championship standings, sorry, the race results from this race. So stay tuned. We're back in a bit. So grid order for the final race is going to be Big Blue P1, Aussie P2, Park Pooper P3, MF P4, Zadjo P5, Craig P6, Archie P7, Nick P8, Smokey P9, Iceman P10, Captain P11, Mike P12, who retired? Charlie P13. I feel so ill. Oh mate, I have no idea. P2. I feel actually so rough. That's it, yeah. Oh, I know how you feel now. I feel like absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit. It really is. I don't feel groggy or anything like that. I just can't speak and I can't breathe. Like, I feel fine. Like physically, I feel absolutely fine. It's just the fact that I can't fucking breathe or speak or like do anything like with my voice or like. Oh, it's so annoying. It's more annoying than like anything else. Right, 5-minute practice, let's go guys. It's true. everybody, welcome back for the final race of the Clio Cups for season 12 here at Motive on Project Cars 2 on the PlayStation platform. This is it then, this is for the final time here tonight and for the final time this season. We have got the reverse grid based on the results from race 2, and we're just doing our formation lap here down towards Parabolica. Big Blue will be leading us away. Once he puts his foot to the floor, we will be officially underway for the final race of the night, as he's just holding the pack up a little bit here. He's just waiting for his opportunity to try and catch him out, potentially just waiting until they're all sort of like midway through a bit of a warm-up phase, and then he'll just say, right, no, I'm going to drop the accelerator pedal and I'm going to go. Here we go. Looks like we're racing here for the start of the final race of the night here. Big Blue gets us underway. Over the line we come. As you can see, Ozzy having there in second place. You've got Park Pooper just behind them. It's followed by Emma. There's Zadjo looking down the inside of Craig, as we've got everybody filing through there. Iceman side by side here with Smoky Devil as they come through the S section. You've got Captain Harlock there ahead of Mike. In fact, Mike's up the inside there of Captain Harlock, coming out onto the back straight there, and Mike Gaming gets him up into 11th place ahead of Captain Harlock. But it's Big Blue leading down towards Parabolica here for the first time at racing speeds, as you've got Ozzy Albi all over the back of him. Afford there looking up the inside in towards the Parabolica. In the back you've got Zadjo followed by Craig, Archie ahead of Nick, followed by Smoky Devil, Iceman ahead of Mike, Captain Harlock and Charlie Goff running at the back in P13 at the moment. But it's been a very clean first couple of laps, and it's currently 4 seconds separating the top 13 drivers. It's Big Blue leading, but Ozzy Albi is all over the back of him. Afford here as they're now coming down the start finish straight here to complete lap 2. Ozzy Albi's going to try and look down the inside. Can he go late on the brakes? Is Emafford going to hold it around the outside? Emafford does hold it around the outside, gets it nicely turned in and manages to brake in just the right spot there to keep ahead of him. Zadjo there ahead of Craig, followed by Archie. Archie's trying to attack here on Craig here for P6. Obviously the battle for third in the championship is still raging on between Ozzy and Archie, and Park Pooper is in that battle as well. He's currently second in this race, so putting himself in with a decent chance here. But we're coming down towards the Parabolica here for the third time in this race, and it's still an exciting little battle here in the mid-pack right now. You've got still Ozzy just keeping ahead of Zadjo, but they're right behind them after as they're coming out of the Parabolica here, out to the start finish straight once again. You've got Smokey there, who's running just ahead of Mike Gaming. You've got Captain Harlock, who's got a bit of a run, but Mike Gaming's looking to try and make the move on Smokey Devil down the inside into P10. Can he do this one? I think he is going to. Mike Gaming there squeezing through up into 10th place. So that's a beautiful move there from him. Oh, it's Park Pooper wide onto the grass there, coming out of Ascari. Gets it horribly wrong. Emafford there running in third place ahead of Ozzy Albi, who's got Archie and Zadjo, who are now pretty much side by side. And once again, that camera angle, can we have more of this camera angle? This is phenomenal. Why don't we have this camera angle whenever we want it? Why does it only come on by accident? But currently Archie is still right on the back of Ozzy Albi here in this battle for 4th place. In fact, he's almost, well, he's just actually dropped back a little bit there coming through that part of the track. But Nick is now on him once again. You can see there in the background you've got Zadjo, who's just ahead of Iceman and Mike Gaming. Mike Gaming is always pushing Zadjo along here. Mike's always pushing Iceman along. Zadjo has got around the outside of Nick here, up into 6th place. Nick's now trying to hold on, but he's got lots of drivers queuing up behind him. Iceman's lost out to Mike. Mike's up into 8th place. Archie's lost out to Zadjo. Zadjo's up into 5th, but in fact Archie's managed to keep it on the outside there of Ascari. Has got himself back up into 5th place. So they're all trading places right now. Big Blue and Park Pooper have managed to gap the rest of them here, as Archie is leading this battle for 3rd place. As we can see there, Emafford's looking to make the move around the outside of Archie here into the Parabolica. Is that going to be chopped on there for Emafford? I think it is. He will have the slipstream here off of Ozzy Albi as well, so that will give him a bit more momentum, as there was somebody very wide there out of the Parabolica, but we're not sure who, because the camera angle just refuses to pick him up. We've got 3-4 wide almost into turn 1 there. Zadjo's looking on the outside here. Archie defends the inside line now. Zadjo's vulnerable because Nick Neville's looking to make the move up to P6. Nick Villa's there up the inside, and Zadjo might be vulnerable here to Mike as well. Mike moves himself up into 8th place as they're coming on the exit of Ascari, but can Zadjo keep himself there? Mike has got himself ahead of Archie as well there, so Mike making up 2 places in the space of a couple of corners. Contact coming down the start finish straight. That was M. Afford there coming together with Zadjo. Zadjo's in the wall with big damage on the car. M. Afford and Zadjo there just came across each other down the start finish straight. I don't know what was going on there or who was at fault. Difficult to see really. There was a little bit handbags there between those two. Big Blue and Parpoop are still batting over the lead here. These two actually, well, Big Blue's still got an outside shot in this battle for 3rd in the championship. I don't know what his gap to Parpoop is, but with Aussie running in 3rd, Aussie's obviously in a good position as well. Archie down in P10 needs to get a move on here. Smokey and Craig side by side here, coming down the start finish straight in the foreground. You got Iceman looking to the outside here. He's trying to go around the outside of all of these guys here. Iceman around the outside of Mike and Aussie, and Nick right behind these as well. Oh, we're contact in the background. It wasn't Archie, thank God. Oh, it's Smokey. It's Smokey. Smokey's got damage there as well as he waits for Charlie to go past. That moves Archie up into 8th place now. Obviously battling for 3rd in the championship. Iceman's lost a few places here, down to 8th place. Mike's up to 3rd. Parpoop has made the move on Big Blue up into the lead of the race. So Parpoop Rex with his outside shot at taking 3rd in this championship. Still there battling over Big Blue. We're still not sure what the standings are coming into this race. We know what they were coming into this round, but they could almost be redundant. It could be a very different story at this point to what it was coming into tonight. As there's Mike, who's got the run here and has made the move there. He's breezed past both Aussie Albie and Nick the Villa as Nick the Villa's looking down the inside, but he's now got Captain Harlock around his outside. Captain Harlock's come out of nowhere here. Can he get ahead of Nick the Villa? He does manage to do so. He gives Nick a bit of a tap there as Nick almost goes into the wall. Nick's got to watch out. He's got drivers coming around the outside of him there. Archie and Craig moving themselves up a position each. Captain Harlock's now got a bit of a run here on Mike Gaming as well. It's Mike there, a bit squarely into the entry, goes a bit wide but gets a decent enough exit there. As Aussie still trying to keep himself in the hunt. But this is a 6-car battle for 3rd place here. Down to turn 1 once again we come. Oh, bit of contact there between Aussie and Mike, and that will allow Captain Harlock to just sweep through there. Says thank you very much, boys. I will have some of that. Moves himself straight up into 3rd place there. Beautiful opportunism there from Captain Harlock. Mike moves through as well, so Mike up into 4th place. Archie looking to the inside here. Can he make the move on Craig? Looks like he might be able to do so. No, not quite. Craig keeps it around the outside there, and we'll have the slipstream off of Aussie as well. So Archie's going to be pretty much a bit vulnerable here actually to Nick, who's on the outside. Now they're weaving around a bit and switching the slipstream up a little bit. So now Nick's the one without a buddy here. As they're coming down and start finish straight, Mike now pulls out of the slipstream, looking to try and go around the outside of Captain Harlock. Goes late on the brakes. Does Mike keep it around the outside though? He's going to be a brave move. Captain's still there. They're still side by side through the S's. Mike gets it done. Gets it around the outside of the Ascari up into 3rd place. Good move there from Mike Gaming. Captain Harlock's still right on the back of him though. In the foreground you've got Big Blue and Parpoop are still battling over the lead right now. Archie's having a little look, fading to the inside there on Aussie Albie, but he's just a little bit too far away. His thing is he wants to go low enough on the brakes to defend from Craig, but not too late to run into the back of Aussie Albie. They're all in the same position here. It's about giving and taking the right amount. You don't want to push it, but you don't want to be too generous. We see a lot of weaving going on in the background there. Iceman, Charlie, Emmaford and Zajo, they're running at 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th places. So Aussie Captain a little bit wide there out of Parabolica. That will give Aussie Albie a bit of a run. And Mike Gaming's now giving a slipstream there to Aussie Albie. So Aussie Albie should be able to sweep through here and moves ahead of Captain Harlock. There's Archie in the background looking to try and get a run. Archie looking to the inside here on Captain Harlock. Down the inside, he goes into turn 1, goes a little bit deep. Captain Harlock looks for a cutback, doesn't get it. Aussie very wide there. That will give Archie a bit of momentum here on him, and Archie might be able to get a bit of a run here coming down the back straight. But Mike Gaming leading this battle for 3rd place now. Mike Gaming now he's got some clean air into 3rd place. Can he now try and chase after Big Blue and Part Pooper? The gap is 5.5 seconds with 10 laps left to go. Can Mike Gaming gain half a second a lap on the 2 leaders? That would be a hell of a feat if our champion, our 2-time champion of the Clio Cup, can achieve that. Archie's looking up the inside here once again of Craig. Craig nothing to do. Oh, Aussie Albie's gone straight on into the wall. He's got damage there on the left hand side of the car. He's got a missing front left headlight. So if he loses the toe here, I think he's pretty much down and out. That could be Aussie Albie's hopes of a podium here dashed in this race. In the background there, Charlie going steaming into the wall. Zajo's on the back of Emmaford, but without a front left headlight as well. Similar situation to Aussie Albie here. As we're driving off into the twilight here at Monza. Part Boob is still with the lead. Big Boo's still with the lead. Part Boob is still on the back of him there as they're coming into turn 1 for the 15th time in this race. They got Mike Gaming closing them in. But has Mike left it a bit too late here, as Captain Harlock's now looking to the inside here of Craig into turn 1. Craig is under space. Captain Harlock squeezes through. Can Craig keep himself there though for the S's? They're still side by side. Captain Harlock's not giving this one up. Craig keeping it on the outside for Ascari. Keeps it within track limits as well. Craig does. Oh no! Captain Harlock and Craig coming together there on the exit of Ascari. Oh, and wow! Captain Harlock was all over the place there. He's got big damage on the right hand side of that car. The front right headlight's gone. Craig continues on his merry way. Captain Harlock, did he move across there, or did Craig maybe not give him the space? On the outside, Craig was holding it around the outside. Did Captain tag him in the rear? Did Craig not give him a wide enough berth? We'll have to obviously wait and see what those guys say afterwards. But Craig now has lost out to Aussie Albie, who moves through up into P6 as they come over to start lap 16. As here comes Charlie looking up the inside of Craig as well now. Can Charlie Goff get this move done? I think he might be able to. Craig's keeping it there for the S's. Charlie will have the inside for Ascari and should get that move done, but Craig, if he can get a cutback, might have a run coming down the back straight. Big Blue and Parpip are still battling over the lead, 7/10 of a second separating those two at the moment. Mike Gaming is reeling them in, but is he going to reel them in quickly enough to close onto them before we get to the end of the race? Aussie Albie, Charlie, Iceman, Craig and Captain Harlock, these 5 still battling over P6 here in this race. We're approaching the closing stages of this race, the closing stages of this season as well. So we've got Iceman now looking on the back of Charlie and Aussie as they're coming down the start-finish straight. Is Iceman going to find a gap? Craig there in the background ahead of Captain Harlock. Gap at the front between Big Blue and Part Pooper is still best part of a second. Mike Gaming's not really making the gains that he'd like to be at the moment. The gap's just dipping under 4 seconds to Mike, so he's chipping away, but not quickly enough to be on them by the time we get to the final lap of the race. Archie's still on the back of Nicky and out of for 4th place. I reckon, by looking at the results at a glance from tonight, I reckon that Archie is going to be in for a 3rd place finish in this championship. He's looking to the inside of Nick Lavilla, but he's too far back there. Charlie rim P6 ahead of Iceman, who's got Ozzy looking to his inside into turn 1. Iceman a bit wide. Captain Harlow looking at the inside but can't get there. Iceman is looking back around the outside of Ozzy here. Ozzy has that inside on the exit of Ascari. Nick Lavilla there is running just ahead of Archie, still in that battle for 4th place on road. Captain Harlow, big slide. Oh wow, what's going on there? Craig goes flying over the top of Captain Harlow, coming into the parabolica. What are they doing there? Come on guys, what's that all about? Craig there with huge damage. What happened there? I was on board with Captain Harlow. All of a sudden he had a bit of a moment and then Craig went ploughing over the top of him. What's happened there? That's not what you want to see at all. Battle at the front, it's kind of petered out. Big Blue's now got nearly a 2-second gap over Part Pooper. Mike is now on the back of Part Pooper. Can these two use each other to close in, or is Mike going to go alone here, try and make the move on Part Pooper and then chase down Big Blue in the final 2 laps? I reckon Big Blue is going to be on for a win here. I reckon he's got enough of a gap. I reckon he's done enough here to see this one out. This is definitely Big Blue's race to lose. You've got Part Pooper there is just ahead of Mike at the moment as they're going through the S's here. You've got Iceman is on the back of Charlie here. Mike is trying to pressure Part Pooper in every way that he can. But I reckon P2 is going to be Mike's best hope here in this final race of the night. Nick's managed to gap Archie a little bit in the last few laps, but I still think Archie has done enough to take a P3 in the championship. But we'll obviously have to see once the standings get updated, which will be hopefully tomorrow. So we've got side by side here, Mike looking around the outside here at turn 1 into around of Part Pooper, and he makes the move stick there. Mike Gaming beautifully done here on the final lap of the race. He's hunted him down, he's now made the move, but he's not going to get to Big Blue in time. Maybe one more lap and he could have had a crack, but he's going to get there just a little bit too late here on Big Blue. Big Blue's coming up towards the Parabolica, and it's going to be a phenomenal drive here for him. He's flashing his lights here at back marker. He doesn't really need to. He doesn't need to worry. He just needs to get it safely through this final corner. Big Blue here is about to take his first win at Motive. He's going to be up there in the final standings here for the Clio Cup. I tell you what, he's had a really strong season as Big Blue. I've been very impressed with him in this Clio Cup. A few flashes of the lights here for Big Blue. What a victory there. Well done to you, mate. Great to see you finally standing on the top step. Oh, Mike's backed out. What's happened here? So Park Pipper takes second place ahead of Mike in third. So Big Blue, your winner. Park Pipper second, Mike in third ahead of Nick Lavilla, who comes over in fourth. Mike backed out of it there and gave Park Pipper P2. I don't know why. Nick fourth ahead of Archie in fifth, followed by Charlie sixth. Iceman finished in seventh ahead of Ozzy in eighth. Captain Harlock over in ninth place. Emmaford is he's just going to stay ahead of Zadjo on the track, but Zadjo will get him under time penalties. So Zadjo P10, Emmaford 11th. Smoky Devil's going to come up towards the line. It's going to be 12th place here for him. And Craig will be the last driver over the line with that big crash that we saw a few laps from the end there. Obviously where he basically climbed over Captain Harlock's car, but P13 there for Craig, and that is that then, ladies and gentlemen. I want to apologise for the muted commentary tonight on the stream. I have a really serious goal right now. It's really quite debilitating. I've got horrible man flu at this point, and as such can't really commentate to the best of my abilities, but nonetheless I want to congratulate Big Blue on taking a win tonight in this final race of the night. I want to congratulate Mike and obviously Captain Harlock on taking the other two wins. Massive congratulations to Mike Gaming on taking a dominant championship win this season as well. I think he might not have come off the podium in this season, or not many times he's been off the podium. It's been an absolutely superb season from Mike Gaming here in the Clio Cup, but thanks to everybody for joining us all season, and thanks to all the drivers for jumping in. Guys, if you're drivers watching this back, please do sign up for next season. You can go to the Join the Leagues tab on our Discord server. It's the second channel from the top, and click on the Project Cars 2 Google form. If you're a new driver, you've got to sign up via simlypro.com. The actual link will be on the Google form. But yeah, definitely do that, guys. I'm going to sign off because I'm feeling like absolute. Oh, I'm so ill. Right, I've got to be up for work in the morning, so I better call it a night and try and get as much rest as I can. Thanks everybody so much for the season. We'll see you on Thursday for the touring. Oh no, we'll see you tomorrow for the GT3s. Your boy's in the championship decider for that one. Hopefully I'll be feeling a bit better tomorrow. But yeah, GT3 championship finale at Fuji. I'll be next on the mic, is what I meant, for Thursday. Hopefully I won't have so much of a cold by then. But tomorrow, GT3s, Tuesday night at Fuji for the season finale, and then touring cars rounding off our season on Thursday night. So guys, tune in for those. We'll see you soon. Take it easy everybody, and good night.